Hello, everybody. It is still Sunday, the 4th of August. Now, I want to talk about another New Age thought, yeah? And that is the Creator is all love and everything is one. Again, love is not even defined. What is actually contained in love, that is not confined. It's just this fuzzy feeling, this lovey-dovey fuzzy feeling. It is like the light without seeing the colors of the rainbow in it. The working parts of love. So that's the first thing. They're not defining love. No idea what it is, what it should work, what is contained within it. But then this idea of oneness, that is really getting to me. Yeah, we're all one. We're all connected. We're connected, and it is great. Right. Why do we incarnate here? Again, people are saying, you come here and you forget what you were. Yeah? Maybe you never knew. As below, so above. Maybe you didn't know what you were out there, and you're actually coming to find yourself. Yeah? Or you think you're something, you're coming to realize yourself, create out of what you are. Or maybe you are something already and you want to expand. There's a lot of different possibilities, but being here changes you. The experience will change you. And if you really allow this experience to get under your skin, yeah, more than skin deep, it will create a permanent change in your higher being, in your soul. Yeah. So if we're coming here to either wake up or change or to expand, whatever it is, what we were before we came. And really, it starts, and you have actually free will. Yeah? As a human being, you can be many things. All possible, well, a lot of possibilities, anyway. And it is you defining yourself. That's what's happening. You are defining yourself. You have experiences, and out of that you say, this is what I am. Right. Now, one of the definitions, and again, you can either do this with your eyes open, in which case, if we're going through a thing of evolution, then you are that which evolves yourself. It is your choice. If you're listening to all the blinking teachings of what it is you should be, or even worse, they're telling you there's a reality out there and you are that. Yeah? That you have actually got no choice. Then again, you make that, this is what I am. But then you are being evolved through the ideas of others. Or through guilt. Yeah? You should be that, and if you are not, you're really evil. Become a being of beautiful light, and then they tell you what the light is. Right, so at the moment, Creator is the full connection of everything. We're all connected to everything. We are one. Yeah? So that is the thought, and then you have this beautiful energy of love. Yeah, and then you become that being. And people hear that and they run with it because it sounds really good on the surface. And then you really haven't thought it through. Yeah? They take that in, they don't think about it, and again, you have the thought, you start speaking, you start doing according to it, you will become. That's what you're working on here, on becoming. And then you will be added to accordingly. Yeah? You have the kingdom within sorted, you have become, outside will be added onto you. Fine, you will receive according to what you are. So let's think about this thing of oneness. Again, and there's this idea of something, there's a couple of things Greg Braden is saying, yeah? And this has actually worried me when I'm talking and saying what I'm saying. Because this idea that if the light bulb goes up and one, yeah? So you get a enlightenment inside of you to a knowledge that is who you are, that is what you are, and then the light will spread to all the others, yeah, and until everybody's illuminated to the same knowledge, in which case you need to be very, very careful about what it is you're saying. Yeah, because if you make a mistake, that mistake will also travel to all, if everything is connected in that way. So that thought actually worried me. But then there's another example, and that is something else Greg Braden said, just in an interview that I heard recently. And that is, again, we are asking questions. Yeah, that's another thing we do. We ask questions and we receive answers. And again, they come into the head, they are the thought, we're doing accordingly. The fullness of the revelation is when it becomes a solid reality. Yeah? Then you know. It's either really good or it's biting you in the ass, one way or the other, you will know. You have the fullness of the knowledge. And Greg Braden was talking about guys that, in the quantum physics field, that are questioning time and space. Yeah? So, even the question alone, if time is relative, and what if time is relative, or how can you manipulate time? Yeah? There's a question. And they keep working on it. And will the answer one day be revealed? Become a full-blown reality? I'm saying that because people are already reporting strange occurrences regarding time. There's some really weird stuff going on out there. Yeah? So, and here we are with our scientists, and we are, I would say, and I would say I'm not the only one, there's some stuff you shouldn't mess with. In fact, if you understand, the question and the giving of answers and the revelation part where it becomes a solid reality, if you understand that, then there's some questions you should not even ask. But there are some structures of this reality that, you should not mess with. But, God created time for a purpose, then let it be. Don't mess with that. But here's the thing, if they are messing with that, and it is already in pockets in the world, creating realities, and that is the answer given. Yeah, you've just received. Do you want to be connected to that? That is the question. Do you actually want to be connected to that? This idea of wonderful oneness and everybody will receive. Do you want to receive the fruits of that? Or, and again, do you want to judge that and separate yourself from it? Because it's complete and utter lunacy. Yeah? So, and here it is, at that moment you are creating separation. And then what are the New Agers are going to say to that? Yeah? Oh, here, he's causing separation. He has got negative thoughts, that cause separation, and that is evil. We're beautiful beings of light and we should all be connected. Should you be connected to that? See, the thing is, as we are, we have got a choice. We can connect to something or we can disconnect. Jesus never said there should be no judgment. I don't know where that came from. The churches, of course, tell you the judgment should be with God, so there is judgment. He is the judge. Jesus said the judgment should be with the Son, with the sons. So there is judgment there. It's not saying there is no judgment, or there should be no judgment. Paul told you should be of sound judgment. So where's the stuff coming from, you should not judge? That is idiotic to start with. But then, yeah, you are causing a separation. And in case of those lunatic scientists, if they're really up to that, you are becoming the role of Satan, the accuser, the accuser of our brethren, because we are filled with the Christ, we are filled with the knowledge, and we know there are no limits. Yeah? So you are becoming the Satan to that Christ. And you're becoming the accuser, the restrainer, the one that speaks against. And then what? Are you evil? Are you evil then, when you're speaking against that and you're separating yourself from that? Are you evil? Because I would say you would be of sound mind. And again, in that case, see, Satan is not evil. Separation is not wrong, per se. All togetherness is not a good idea. Because there are lunatics in this world, and you do not want to be connected to that. And you can disconnect through judgment. And then you should do that. Do you see, this is, and actually that kind of takes a load off my shoulder at the moment, because of what I am saying. People do not have to connect to that and take it as gospel. In fact, people should think about what I'm saying as much as I'm thinking about what others are saying. I got a comment saying, that I'm sharing the knowledge of what reality is. It's not that much, it's not really that. And I'm not the beginning and the end, the Alpha and the Omega. I'm not. And here's again, blind following. If I would say something wrong, and I keep saying that, if I say something wrong, please correct me in the comments. But I mean an intelligent correction, yeah? Something that where we actually have an intelligent argument. And don't tell me I'm in sin and Jesus will come and save me. Forget it. That's not an argument. But I mean, that's why I say, tell me. I mean, in the end, you're doing me a favor if I'm going in the wrong direction. So, if you're going up against me and you're right, then you've done me a favor. So that is why this conversation has to take part. But I mean, as I said, we are not all one. We are individual knowledge. We can connect or we can separate. And separation is not necessarily evil. It might be wisdom. But I say something the New Agers are just, I don't know how to describe it. That they're just void of reason. You give them something that sounds nice and fluffy and loving and, it's all, and they run with it. and they do not discern. Anyway, here, I leave it at that for today. And I will talk to you again soon. Bye.